The brain and the nervous system are key and pivotal to mental health. When you look at the brain thrives on complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates are carbohydrates that have got a low glycemic index, which means when the sugar has been digested from these grains and it's now flowing in the blood and is getting into the muscles, it does not cause a spike. The small grains such as sorghum, rapoko, finger millet, these have got a low glycemic index, and the brain thrives well on this particular kind of carbohydrate. But when you look at ultra-processed carbohydrates, they are like second quality sources of energy for the brain. So if you want to fuel your brain with a high quality fuel, you want to go for small grains that are complex carbohydrates. We can also have sweet potatoes with the skin on them. They also fall under the group of complex carbohydrates, which is fuel for the brain. Essential fatty acids are very important for brain health. Where do we find them? The seeds, the nuts have got essential fatty acids. We are looking at omega-3, 6, and 9, and these are found in seeds and nuts. When we're looking at the nervous system, there's a need for vitamins, there is a need of vitamin B complexes, and these we also find them mainly in the grains, we find them in some fruits, we find them in some vegetables as well. But you want to be worrisome when it comes to essential fatty acids, especially if you're someone who eats fish. There is contamination that can happen as far as fish is concerned, bioaccumulation of mercury, lead, and other toxic metals. So if you are someone who eats fish, you want to make sure that you are eating fish from fresh waters. Avoid fish from contaminated water, for this can affect brain health. Exercise is very good for the brain. When one exercises, it brings oxygen to the brain, and oxygen helps to give the spark to ignite energy that is needed as far as the brain is concerned. So one has got the complex carbohydrates, one may not have the energy they need, that spark of life, because there's not enough oxygen. And when one goes for exercise, we get the spark. Another thing that one wants to consider is the gut-brain axis, which is the microbiome that is found in the digestive system that now is considered as the second brain. We are looking at good bacteria that is found in the digestive system. And if you're someone who takes antibiotics, you want to take them only as prescribed and not beyond. You also don't want to be in the habit of just taking antibiotics without visiting a doctor for a prescription, for there can be an abuse of antibiotics that can lead to antimicrobial resistance. And not just that, it can deplete the bucket of the good microbiome. How can one nurture this microbiome, promote this microbiome? By eating foods that are high in fiber, and also eating some cultured food. For example, sour milk, sour porridge, sauerkraut, and also supplementing with pre-probiotics. These are supplements that can be bought from the supermarket, or that can also be bought from over the counter or in a health shop. And when one takes this, it promotes the microbiome as far as the gut is concerned, especially after taking an antibiotic course. But more importantly, when one eats food that are high in fiber and the cultured food, one will have adequate microbiome that is good for brain health and for the nervous system. Why not go ahead and consider a lifestyle, consider food that is good for the brain?